Hey, this is Jay, and this is automating YouTube videos into shorts using self-hosted n8n, Whisper, FFmpeg, and ChatGPT. And this is part 2 of the live build series that I've been doing. So in part 1, we actually created a system to turn long-form video into clips. And so you can go check that out if you have not seen it yet. But just as a quick recap, my goal is to basically create a system that I've been meaning to build for myself, where I'd be turning my YouTube videos into shorts so that I could then not only take them basically from long form to short form, so they could not have to just go on shorts, like YouTube shorts specifically, but they could go to TikTok, Instagram, wherever else. And I'm live building it just to kind of go through the entire process and show you like how I would think about it and kind of step by step building it from scratch, as opposed to just going and showing you all the steps pre-built. So this is going to be part 2. This is going to be more instructional, probably, actually, just because reformatting from horizontal to vertical, so trying to pull mobile clips out of a full video is actually really tough, just because the content is really subjective. But this hopefully will at least like kind of give the idea of how to do it, and then you can customize to your needs. So that's the goal of this part 2, is to now turn the clips that we created in the last one into mobile clips. So let's go ahead and jump into self-hosted n8n. And again, just as a quick recap, I do have a video about self-hosted n8n, but the main reason that we're using it is actually just, there's a few reasons we're using it. One of the reasons is to be able to run with this flag of n8n default binary data mode equals file system. This gives n8n access to all of your system memory, so that you can upload and deal with videos that are, or just files in general, that are bigger than like a gig or two. Whatever can fit on your system, n8n should be able to have access to it, which if you were to go to n8n's website itself and run the service through there, they're not going to let you use files that are, a couple gigs. So that's one big benefit, but we also can have access to some other free tools. But again, I have a video to help you set up self-hosted n8n if you have not done that before. So I'm going to go ahead and get that running. But then once you've got that running, you will see the part 1 workflow that I did, and so the other big benefits of running self-hosted n8n is that we are able to run the execute command node. So in this case, I can create folders and then run Whisper locally. So I have another video for installing Whisper locally, which is actually really simple as far as just installing Python and then running a command to install Whisper. But then that lets us run Whisper locally on our machine as well for free. And also to use Whisper to transcribe videos that are longer than, or even files that are bigger than 25 megabytes, because the Whisper API will only support up to 25 megabytes. But in this case, I'm able to run a gig video and transcribe the whole thing. So those are the really big benefits of running self-hosted n8n, and then ultimately also using FFmpeg for video manipulation, which is free and open source as well. You can just run it on your machine. So I realized that this workflow is actually not quite going to work. It was good for creating the clips, but the problem is that when it created the clips, it puts them all into one folder, and that's going to be a bit of an issue because we need to be able to probably be a little bit more organized about this. So just as a quick recap, this workflow is looking for a local file trigger. And just again, I'm running n8n in this folder of n8n local, and then I've created another folder called automated shorts just for this workflow specifically, just to kind of keep things a little bit more organized. So I'm going to hop into that. So in this case, the trigger for this though is we're looking for the input folder in that folder. So the automated shorts input folder. If we drop a video in there, it'll kick off the flow. It's going to grab the name of the file. It's going to create a folder for that video specifically based on its name. Then it's going to run Whisper to get the transcript of that video. Then it's going to take that transcript and we're going to send it off to GPT. And in my case, I'm telling it, hey, these are instructional videos. Please find the important steps in the video and identify the timestamps and then return them. So then we can then turn around and call GPT again and say, hey, here are the timestamps of the clips that I want from a full video. Give me an FFmpeg command to pull those clips out of the full video. So then hopefully we get a working FFmpeg command that we can then execute. And that's what then ends up running on this video that we dropped in. So I dropped in this full n8n tutorial video. And then it was able to find 11 clips based on the transcript and pull them all out. So again, like organizationally, this is probably not going to work very well. So I actually want to create a couple folders inside of the video folder. So I'm going to update this workflow. I will definitely have the updated version down below, and then hopefully just have a bigger version of this workflow altogether for download as well. So what I want to do here is actually just create a couple more folders while we're here. So let's go ahead and add a step for that. And I don't know why it puts it over there. Okay. So since we're creating folders, I'm going to create some more folders. Let's go ahead and do that and just kind of do it all at the beginning. So this, and actually, I think I'm going to need the data. So let's go ahead and get this workflow started. So for test workflow, I'm going to reset this a little bit. So I have test video here. This is just, again, my test video. All I've done is used FFmpeg to cut the first minute off of the video, the full video that I did earlier. So if I drop that in, our local file trigger picks up that there's a new file. And then if I test this step, it should grab the name of just that video itself. And then we are creating a folder for that video. So that is correct. So we can go ahead and do that. And then what I want to do now is create a clips folder inside of that. And I don't know why this doesn't handle that very well, but what I'm going to do is so we're in the automated shorts folder, and now I'm going to go inside of the video folder that we just created. And I want to create a folder called /clips. So if I do that, we should get, so we have it created test video 1, again, because I dropped in that video and that's the name of the video file. And then, cool. Then I created a clips folder inside of that test video 1 folder. And I also think I want one more. So I'm going to create another folder. Connect those up. Let's see, called mobile clips. So, because what's going to end up happening is that we're going to create a bunch of clips. So, like I said, I have a bunch of clips here. We're actually going to create clips from these clips because we're going to repurpose these into vertical video. And I also actually want to grab my video feed and put it at the bottom of the video. So I have to create 2 more videos out of this video. So I'm going to create a couple folders to store all this stuff. So I think the final version of the clip will be mobile clips. So I'm going to put that folder there. And so with that step, I have clips and mobile clips. So this will be like for editing, and then the mobile clip should hopefully be the final version of the clip that we're going to use in part 3, ideally, to put it all together into one video. So I think this is good. Go ahead and rename these real quick. So create create clips folder. Cool. And then this will be create mobile clips folder. Good deal. Okay. Now I think I'm going to let the whole process run again. Oh, and actually one more thing is that I realized that I'm going to update this this prompt. So this is the prompt that's just saying, hey, here are timestamps. Give me an FFmpeg command. Please use the input file name of whatever the file was from the beginning. But what I'm going to do is say, please make sure the following clips are named clip1.mp4, clip2.mp4, etc. Or yeah, ... And put them in the following folder. Okay, so that way I just in case, I'm going to make sure that it's consistent about naming it clip1. I think it automatically, when it generated the command last time, just was like, yeah, clip makes sense. Well, numbered clips. But just so that it's consistent, we're going to explicitly tell it should be clip1, clip2. And then now I've created a clips folder. So we're going to do automated shorts / folder name / clips, because that's where I want all these initial clips to exist. So, okay. So I think that's the only thing I want, the messages of times. Yeah. The rest of it I think is fine. So just going to hit that just to make sure that it saves. It should be fine. Cool. So now I'm going to reset this and run the whole thing again. And I think it should work. Hopefully. So, all right. So if we do test workflow, it's going to wait for us to move the file in. So drop that into input. And that should have, okay, so it created a folder for the name of the video. Awesome. And then it created clips folder and a mobile clips folder. So now we're ready to be nice and organized. There we go. And then it's done transcribing. So yeah, I think that's fine. That's a little bit cleaner than what's going on here. And awesome, and it's done. So it should have, awesome. It found the clips folder and created the clips there. So yeah, that just gives us a little bit more organization here, which will be easier to reference in the future. And especially as we get into the process of actually manipulating those clips as well, we're going to either need the context of what those clip names are, or be able to go into the folder and say, hey, for every file in this folder, run this command. So that's kind of the main goal of making these changes. We need a little bit of context of like where it needs to end up. So, okay. So now that that's good to go, now we're going to get into a little bit more FFmpeg magic. So this is the real meat of part 2. We have these clips. We need to reformat them from horizontal to vertical. So want just like a strip of this. And actually, let me resize this for you. So I just want like a strip of this video. And I also actually want to pull out my video feed and put it at the bottom of that clip. So I'm going to just use GPT to do this. And we're going to we need like 3 commands, I think, to be able to do what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to go over to GPT. I've done a little pre-work just in case. But let's go ahead and get a command out of GPT to test with. So I'm going to say, can you give me an FFmpeg command to create a clip, let's say 9:16 clip from a 16:9 video. Yeah, that should be good. And so I'm using aspect ratio, right, of a mobile video is just a tall video of a normal horizontal video. So should be good there. Should be enough to give it an idea. And it used clip 1, which is perfect. Okay, let's see what happens. So I'm going to go into terminal and I'm already in that folder. Oh, there we go. All right. So I'm already in the test video 1 folder, and now I should have some clips here. Cool. So it was referencing clip 1. So if I paste in the clip that GPT gave me, that hopefully will create our vertical clip. And there it is. And all right. And that worked. So, and this is what I was talking about as far as like, it's going to be kind of tough subjectively to decide like what to put in this vertical clip, because now it's like, there's not a whole lot going on here, at least in my clip. So that's, that's where it gets a little bit tricky. You could probably go really heavy on a bunch of different steps to like analyze every single, frame and try to decide like, you should move, to focus on certain aspects. But for now, this is enough to kind of get the idea across that we just want to grab the vertical orientation of the clip. But one other thing I want to do is now grab the video feed. So I think I might have an old one. Yeah, I've got some bonuses here. Delete these from earlier testing. But now that I have a screenshot, I can give GPT the context of that and say, hey, I want to pull out the clip, just the video feed of the camera into a separate video. So let's go back to GPT. Now I want to pull the video camera feed out into a separate clip that I can overlay onto the 9:16. Let's see, overlay onto the bottom of the 9:16 clip. Can you give me a command to pull out just the video feed in the bottom left corner of the video? And then I'm going to give it the screenshot so that it has an idea of what I'm actually talking about. based on the webcam feed appears in the bottom left corner, occupies, 1/4. Yeah, that looks about right. And it just did the math for it, 480 by 270. So yeah, I think that should work. So I'm going to go back into the terminal and we're going to paste that in and we're going to reuse the same clip. So like I said, we're having to create, I'm using clip 1 again because I want to pull the video feed out of the original clip 1 so that we can paste it on top of the new 9:16 clip. So if I run that, I should get a video feed only pulled out of that video. Yeah. And that looks like we might be in business. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see. It might, oh no, yeah, it's good. Yeah, that looks really good. Awesome. So then, I might be able to show you this visually real quick. I mean, hopefully it's makes sense, but yeah, now I can, so the goal now will be like, okay, cool. Take this video and paste it on top of this video. And then we get one clip with my video at the bottom. So great. Now let's overlay, and I'm going to use the file name specifically just so I don't get myself confused. So clip 1 9:16 and webcam feed MP4. So overlay webcam feed.mp4 on the bottom of clip 1 9x16. Yeah, I think that's all we want. Clip 1 9x16.mp4. And give it the full file name in this case, sure. But that should do it. Yeah, and that's looking right. I'm kind of skipping over all the FFmpeg syntax. This is the beauty of like GPT, and I mean really any AI at this point will know the FFmpeg syntax pretty well. It can be, again, a little tougher to sometimes interpret the syntax correctly, depending on how you describe it. It may be a little guess and check, but so far this is looking pretty good. And yeah, this definitely looks right in terms of the syntax for overlaying one element on top of the other. But yeah, probably don't have to worry about it too much as far as like that learning like the actual FFmpeg commands because you can just ask GPT to kind of do what you want it to do, and it should be pretty close. So we're gonna run that, and I'm gonna say we probably want a different we're gonna have to save all these commands, but I'm gonna probably do output clip 1 would work. Because these are going to be the base commands we run in FFmpeg to create all of the clips eventually. And that's looking pretty good. That's pretty good. It's not 100% across the width, but I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know if I want to care about getting too picky about that, but why not? We'll give it a shot. So I'm going to get a screenshot using VLC because VLC has a nice screenshot or snapshot function built in. Probably could do that with QuickTime too, to be honest, but it's just been the habit. Great. Any chance we could extend the webcam feed just a little more to take up the width of the video? And I'm going to give it the screenshot again, just so it has some visual context of what's going on. Almost the full width. So let's scale it up to match. Okay. Yeah, that I think should work. So let's try that one more time. I'm going to take that command and I'm going to drop it into the terminal. Oh, it created a separate file. That'll work. Okay. Yep. This is what I was running into this last time when I was doing some testing. Didn't quite understand what I meant, so it ended up expanding the video the entire way. So I think I might stick with what we've just got now, but we can try one more time. So I'm going to take another screenshot of that. Let's see, view. I wonder if there's like a quick screen. I don't know what the screenshot is for QuickTime, so I'm going to just use VLC player. All right. Snapshot, so that I can give it some context. Not quite. The webcam feed should stay within the bounds of the 9:16 clip. And then I'm going to give it the screenshot. And it could be, I guess, maybe the way that the clip is created. So that could be a bit of an issue as well. So let's see. If my webcam feed clip is different, it's not handling the scaling correctly. It's not looking like a winner here either. Let's see. All right, we'll try. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can get it to be the full one. If not, we have the actual working one. So, worth a shot. Okay, so it's closer. It looks like the video is still being stretched, though. And then give it the screenshot. Okay, it's being stretched because we're forcing it to 1810 by 300. Places at the bottom. Okay, yeah, that might work. Might have to just stick with the OG. Corrected. Oh, it might have worked. Okay, and we're back to where we started. So as you can see, it's FFmpeg is a little bit tricky sometimes. And trying to manipulate video like that can also be a little bit tricky. So that's okay. We went kind of full circle back to where we were when we started. But that'll work. This is your typical troubleshooting. FFmpeg is it's super powerful, but it's also very precise. So you have to make sure that things are being done correctly. But again, this is mostly just to kind of show you like an idea of how this could work. But I mean, clip-wise, like, this is pretty good, especially for something that's automated. I'm sure there's probably a process as far as like, this is really kind of specific to what I'm doing as far as like being able to pull the video feed out of a video. So ideally, you could probably have the two separate elements and just overlay one on top of the other, and then it wouldn't be an issue. So, but given what we're doing, I think this will work. This should hopefully be a win. So now we kind of have our three commands, and actually I'm gonna have to go back and pull those out. But I think the first three were pretty good. So we have our original command of creating a vertical clip out of the horizontal, and then the second command of being able to pull the webcam feed out of the video, and that looked good. And then finally, this third one was right on from the beginning. Never mind. This one down here was good. So we basically just need those three commands. That's what we're going to use in n8n. So now that we kind of have something working, I created the mobile clips video or mobile clips folder for this exact purpose. So ideally, that's what would happen here is that like mobile clip 1 would go into the mobile clips folder when n8n is done processing it. So what we're going to do is probably, I guess, start the next phase of this workflow. And I think what we're going to do is we probably need like an iterator because we're going to grab all of the videos in the clip folder meaning I need to get rid of mine. And for each one of those clips, run these 3 commands. So let's see, flow is probably what we want, and we're going to loop. Actually, or do we want files? I think we could probably just do read files from disk. And if we do read files from disk, and then we go to that folder specifically, so automated shorts /input / oh wait, no, not /input / folder name with no space, then /clips. That should give us all the files in there. Oh wait, maybe not. Can we do .star.mp4? Probably not, right? Oh, we can. How about that? Okay. So yeah, so I just used a star wildcard. We're gonna look for all the .mp4, and actually, I mean, this was kind of the intent of using the clip name. So you could get specific about it or not. Like either one's going to work, but just if for some reason you end up with clips that aren't named clip 1, this isn't going to work. So really, I think I'm going to leave it more broad and say, okay, go to the clips folder, and then grab all of the .mp4 files in that folder. And the way we've set it up so far, that should work. Yeah, so we're good to go on that. So now that we have all the clips, we're going to need to run each one of those commands. Luckily, n8n will run sequentially. So we're going to do an execute command again. And now we're going to use our new commands. So let's see. I'm going to grab the first command that we ran, which was converting the clip, and say FFmpeg. And in this case, I'm going to get rid of the line. Yeah, never mind. Okay, that's fine. So in this case, we need to do I think we can do schema and then do file name. And what should happen is that this command will automatically execute for everything for each item. Because see, it recognizes that there's 2 items. So for each item, it should be able to run this command. So if we go ahead and test, this should work. Oh wait, wait a minute. Nope, yeah, that won't work. No such file, clip1.mp4. And are we, yeah, okay. So now we have to give it the context of where we're running things. So we're going to say automated shorts / folder name. What happened there? There we go. / folder name. Okay, cool. So yeah, automated shorts / test video 1 / clips. So clips / clip1.mp4. And then this is where we can also update this to be a little bit more programmatic. So rather than, obviously we can't do clip 1 hard-coded because it would just keep writing the same clip over and over. What we're going to have to do is we're going to grab file name. Oh wait, does it? Yeah, it doesn't. It gives you the file name with the extension, which we don't want. So we're going to grab the file name, and then we're going to do .replace. And this hopefully sounds familiar from last time. .mp4 with nothing. Oops. Close parenthesis. Okay. And now, yeah, that should hopefully go through every item, grab the name of that item using the folder name from the beginning, and then run the command on that particular clip of cropping the video down to the middle part. And then we're going to name the file output the name of the file, but just the extension of _9x16. And I think that'll work. Now thinking that we may need to potentially save these in another variable to have the naming, but for future reference, but I think this should work. All right. So that should give us, oh man, it ended up putting it somewhere else, didn't it? Oh, it put it in the root. Okay. So I got to update the command. Yeah, put it there. Okay. So one final thing here. So then again, we're going to grab all of this /clips. And that's what I mean by you could probably do like a JSON edit or JSON set to make sure that you can just save that entire folder path to be able to reference it and not have to keep copy and pasting it. But there shouldn't be too many times you have to reference it, so it's not a big deal. But okay, so if we run that test step, that should create the clip in the folder as expected. Awesome. You could even again like go as far as like creating folders for each clip, but I don't think that's really necessary. Really, you could probably delete most of this stuff because really the goal is just to get the finalized clip. You don't need the byproduct of everything. But if it's something that you want to save or whatever, then you could let it run as is. So it depends on your workflow and what your goal is. But cool. So that worked for that one. We're going to do another one very similar because we need to do the webcam feed. At least in my case, that's what I'm doing. So it's going to be very similar, except now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this command entirely and go back to GPT and grab the other command. So that one was good. And then that was a command to grab the clip webcam feed. So now we're going to use the webcam clip and we should be able to reuse this. So grab the part from the beginning of the last one and say file name. Yep. And it hasn't run yet, so it doesn't have all the updated info. But if I do that again, I think it should end up working okay. Okay. So this last step ran just fine. Oh, schema. There we go. There we go. Okay. Why did it not like that reference? Clips. Okay. We need the file name clip1. We potentially could actually have the command output what we need as well, which would be kind of nice, but that's okay. So yeah, that's correct. We want /clip1 again, and then we're going to create a webcam feed. So in this case, I want to grab the name of the file again. Okay, and I guess it's going by the context. Okay, so I'm going to do again .replace .mp4 with nothing. Okay, and put an underscore so that it does that every time. Good deal. So it's outputting to automated shorts, test video 1, clips, clip 1, webcam feed, go. All right. Nice. That looks good. All right. So then for the last step, we're going to put those clips together and create mobile clip. And that was the last command that we ran. So I'm going to go back to GPT. Yeah. And then I think that's the one we wanted. Perfect. So I'm going to grab this last FFmpeg command and we should be good to go. So execute command, paste that command in, and we might be able to grab or steal this from the other ones because we're going to grab the clip, both clips, and stick them together. So let's say that. Will that work? So rather than the .mp4 file, we're going to do that. Schema. And for the webcam feed, we're going to grab the path from this one. Oh, wait. We need the output. Hang on a second. Hang on. Clipboard, what did I do? All right, never mind. Yeah, so we need the result of the first one and the result of the second one. We could probably have that command be a little more specific and just clean that up, but that's okay. I'm just going to we're going to be explicit and grab that. So the resulting clip is clip 1. And then webcam feed video should actually come from the resulting clip here. So the last part of this command, which is copy the part there. And I'm going to update that. So this webcam feed.mp4, we're going to replace with the output of the last command, which is renaming that. Okay, and then for this part, can use basically the same file structure again. So we're going to say, here, I can actually type this out a little bit. So the last part of this is trying to put the file path of where we want to save the actual video clip. So I'm going to say automated shorts. Or wait, yeah, automated shorts. Is that right? Okay, yeah, automated shorts / back to the folder name. Yeah, now it's not happy. Okay. JSON.name replace. All right, let me fix that real quick. We need the read file name. And then do the dot replace again, dot replace. Dot p4. Alrighty, that looks better. For some reason, it worked with the other one. I don't know why, but okay. So then we're doing automated shorts. And let me scroll down to the bottom here. / the name of the video file / not clips this time. We want to do mobile clips. Mobile clips / just for, different sake, we'll say mobile. And then I'm going to do the file name again. Yeah, we're just saying mobile clip 1. Mobile clip 1.mp4. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so that's a lot. Hopefully somewhat tracks. Again, I'll have the workflow so you can actually look at this as far as being able to pull the command out and be able to customize it to what you need. But really all this is, again, this is like the big FFmpeg command, and we're just making sure that we're giving it the file name, and the file name has to be specific to the way that FFmpeg is, or not FFmpeg, the way that n8n is running right now. So we are just telling it from the n8n local folder, which is where it's running, say go to the automated shorts project, because that's what we're working in, and then go to the current video that we're working on. So for the folder for that video, then go and grab those clips that we created from that video, and then we're going to output them here to the other folder. And so we're just having to dynamically name all this stuff so that it all adds up. Let's see if this actually works. Something happened, so that's good. It worked. All right. So we ended up with the mobile clip that we had tested out earlier. So we have a full mobile clip based on those other clips. Okay, so we've manually tested that. Now, if we rerun this, it's going to be mad because these clips already exist. So then FFmpeg will just be like, I don't know what to do. Do you want me to overwrite these, yes or no? So I'm going to go ahead and delete the clips and move that to trash. And now we might go ahead and run the whole thing. So it's looking pretty beastly at this point. But this is what it takes to automate full video into short clips. So this is no longer part 1. This is now part 1 and 2. All right. So I think we test the whole workflow and see what happens. We're reading the clip files. This is only doing one item though. Oh, that's just because of the test. I think it will iterate because when it runs this read files, it's going to read the 2 items, and then after that, it's just going to continue to do, okay, I need to do 2 things, 2 things, 2 things. So I think that should be good. I don't think we need to iterate, but we will give it a shot. And just so we're going to say FFmpeg 9:6 clip, just to be a little more clear about what's going on here. And then this one is, I don't know why that's so mad, FFmpeg camera feed clip. All right. And then finally, FFmpeg mobile clip. Okay. So we're going to try this again. I'm going to delete all of test video 1, and hopefully all this stuff will get recreated. So I'm going to drag test video 1 out, and we're going to test the workflow. So here we go. Alrighty. So the normal stuff, we identified the file name, created the folder for that video file, created the 2 folders inside of that now. So we have a clips folder and our mobile clips folder. It should be done. Yeah, transcribing here. So it drops that in there as well. And should create some clips and created a mobile clip. Okay. So it did not end up iterating. Okay. I thought I would normally, because like this found 2 items. So I'm not sure why it's not doing 2 items. Normally it does. So we might have to do an iterator, unfortunately. Or can we do this? Yeah, we might have to do an iterator to get it to all work. So we might have to add that one in. Let's see. Flow. Loop. Batch size 1. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh man. Okay. And then loop into, visually this is always very confusing. All right. So it needs to loop into these guys. So move those over here. Or I guess I can just move this down here. It might look a little better. So move that over here. And then loop you into that flow. All right. And then you loop back to that. All right. Now that I think should do what we need it to do. Let's try it again. So gotta go delete everything real quick and set it all back up. Move test video 1 out, and let's try again. So test workflow. So far we know the rest of the process is working pretty well. Actually, let's see where we're at on time real quick. Coming in right at about the same time as last time. All right, so created clip. 1, 2, nice. I think we are in business. Okay, let's see what happened. So we created test video 1. We created our clips. We created the separate clips of everything we wanted for our final clip. So there we go. And now we have 2 mobile clips ready to go. Just to double check real quick. you won't hear the audio, but you also can't see my face because the quick play or the QuickTime bar. All right, VLC is a little better. Looking tired. Okay, that one looks good. And how about this one? And that one looks good. It's doing something. Okay, well, very cool. I'm pleased with that. Again, like I said, this is mostly just to kind of give you an idea of how something like this could work, like how you could think about building a system like this. Also, you have to trust me that there is audio on there. It does actually play audio with those clips, but that has now extended our workflow of trying to create short mobile clips out of a full video. So hopefully that whole process has been helpful. This is going to continue into part 3, where we will finish up by pretty easily actually just combining all those clips back together into one video that could then be uploaded to whatever format or whatever platform you want. But anyway, hopefully that was helpful to kind of see that process. This is pretty powerful stuff as far as being able to run FFmpeg in a loop. So yeah, this is, pretty specific to my use case, but hopefully it gives you an idea of how you could improve your own workflow and automate a long form video like this into some sort of short video on your own, hopefully cheaply or even for free using self-hosted n8n. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. It sounded like there's been some interest in this light build series being good. So definitely let me know what you think. If you like it, don't like it, if there's other things you want to see, I should have part 3 here ready to go probably sometime soon, if not probably within a week. But yeah, hopefully I have the next part up very soon. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.